Yo, John, SomeJerk here, coming at you live and direct from Hollywood, Florida. This is Sound Agenda, and today I'm going to show you something you probably shouldn't do. I was messing around just now thinking, oh, you know, how terrible would it sound if I put a distortion plugin on my master channel? And actually it didn't sound that bad, so let me show you what I mean. That's basically what it sounds like. I'm gonna get into some of the more complex parts over here. It's like a breaksy, electro-y sort of thing, you know? And it's got some squelchy shit. So, I was just messing around and I was like, oh, let me put Trash 2 on the master just to see how bad it would sound. Putting it on the master, hoping my computer doesn't crap out. Been having a lot of problems with my computer. Boo-hoo. Alright, so we got Trash 2 open. So this is the default way it sort of starts, the initialization, the init mate. And the Trash module itself is activated, but it's not really doing a whole lot. So let's crank it up. So yeah, that's pretty freaking trashy. But what I want to do is not affect the entire frequency range, all the sound. I just want to go over to multiband here. So what multiband is, or multiband, multipass, whatever, however you want to pronounce it, instead of affecting the entire range of frequencies, it divides it up into bands. So the first band is from 20 hertz to 120 hertz. The second band is from 120 to 2K, 2000. And then the third band is from 2000 up until we don't hear anything anymore. And you can activate a fourth band if you would like by going over here and selecting insert band, and there you go. So the fourth band is kind of hidden, I don't know, whatever. So let's remove the band. I did that kind of wrong, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, so this is my range I'm working with here. So the first low end over here, I'm going to turn up just a little bit. And yes, I know I'm clipping on the master. That's the whole point of doing this. I'm going to go over to my second. So this is for the mids, and I'm going to really exaggerate that shit. So it's super crispy. So that's pretty loud. So over here I have the ability to mix each individual band. So once again, without it, with it. Turn the bass one down a little bit. Now let's go to the highs. Ooh. Wow. That brings out some really wild tonality. So noisy. Turn down the master a little bit. So I've got these different distortion presets over here. Let's try some of these out. So let's add that fourth band once again. Drag this down a little bit more. Hi-hats are really popping over there. Alright, so continuing with the trend of putting things on things that shouldn't go on things, I'm going to put Unfiltered Audio SpecOps on here. That's interesting, let's put it first. So I'm adjusting the dry wet over here, so only getting about 25% of the signal. Go over to Trash. convolve on, but it's going to treat the entire signal. I don't know that I want. So let's turn convolve on. See how wide it makes it? I don't want that to happen to the bass. Without it, with it. See how it says octave down, it's 12 semitones down? That squelch has got some nasty ring to it now, I like it. Oh yeah. So, just to give you some context, because you have no idea what that sound is probably, I'm gonna group all these, Command G, shut it off. So now I got a nice little AB. So this is actually just a an 808 kick sound, and through some processing and some changes in its life. So it just sounds like that. Sounds like that. Yeah, so that's what it sounds like. The primary thing that's going on in here is that I added an oscillator inside of Ableton Live Sampler. And that oscillator is sort of ringing through, changing the tonality. So under here, and this is Sampler, by the way, if you haven't used Sampler, this is where you load your sample in. And under pitch, we have an oscillator, frequency modulation. And I have it set to sine, and I've got it automating with some different settings. And I also have the course changing. So the course is kind of like what octave or what frequency range it'll be working at. It's the easiest way I could try to explain it. So we've got the course on the bottom, and then we got the volume level. So those are the two things I've got going on. So that's it without it, which I think sounds pretty interesting. So I guess my point is that in this chain, I might actually take the unfiltered audio, dump that there, and now let's hear it. See, that octave right there really brings it out. That sounds great. I mean, it needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but I'm going to add an EQ8 at the end, cut off some of these lows. Later I'll kind of get rid of some of that static, but let's hear what that sounds like now. It definitely gives it more body. That shit just sounds crazy. Selecting this area space here, which is 8 bars, and Command-Shift-R is going to bring up export, which is Command-Shift-R is render. I don't know why they don't just call it render or whatever. And I just want to have the master export. I don't need any of this other garbage. And let's call this trashy. Put it on the desktop so it's easy to find. I'm going to go and load trashy in here. Let's mute trashy out real quick and let's hear before. All right. So now with trashy, I'm going to put my EQ8 on this piece here. I'm going to high pass it. Ooh. Yeah, my computer is messing up right now. I apologize. Maybe I go and side chain my kick. Certainly bringing out some characteristics. Now I could just have this on a bus. I know there's a lot of different things I could be doing. I'm just having some fun here. Thanks. Roll off some of this high. Some of the frequency. There is a lot of noise in this. Let's hear it without the sidechain. No reverb. No EQ. I'm going to do an experiment and duplicate my sidechain compressor, and I'm going to sync this up to my snare. So my kick up here on my drum rack up here is just a very simple little kick snare thing. That one I'm going to actually set, let's just set this to 1. And I'm going to set it so that this one is going to the kick. It's really easy to find because it's lighting up. Let's just hear that with the noise. A really slept-on feature in Ableton Live is setting your any sample you have to beats mode and shorting the transients. Hear that nice clip, like very short. Yeah, I like this. So by itself, this is trashy. So my whole point of doing this is that I've got the kick shoving it down, I've got the snare shoving it down. Kind of pull the signal back up over here, turn them down a little bit. Tight. Copy this one over. Let's try it an octave higher, why not? Let's try 7 instead. Let's try it down an octave. Ooh. Oh yeah. Totally into that. I'd buy that for $1. Alright, let's have a loop around to the earlier part. It's not gonna match. Or does it? Let's go an octave higher. Oh yeah. Switch up. Alright, so that's it for this one. So if you liked what you just saw, you want to learn a little bit more, hit that mother freaking like and subscribe button. I hate saying that, but we got to do it, right? If you think what I just did was absolutely terrible, please leave me a comment and tell me. Once again, this is just for fun. This is just to get my blood flowing, and I'm also using mediocre headphones. So once again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Big ups to yourself. Keep it real. Keep it safe. Wash your hands. Drink water. Peace.